Narcissism is not limited to one sex or gender. When they use a pronoun, please replace it with whatever applies to you. Now let us begin. These covert, malignant narcissists do not trust you because they are scheming, malignant phonies. I have to get them before they get me, is how their mind goes. They will accuse you of all sorts of things, paranoid that you are just like them, and they only tell the truth so they can do more nasty deeds and say more lies. There is no room for anything else but war and destruction with these entities, and all wars begin with words. If you listen carefully to the words they are using in specific situations, you will see that they are playing a game, that they are manipulative, vindictive, envious, malicious creatures with their own language. Here are some examples. I don't want tit for tat, as they do a tit and a tat. I don't want drama. I hate drama. I'm sick of this drama. Usually said by the person who always has drama happening around her, pretending not to know that she is the instigator and common denominator. Stop playing games with me. You better play ball. Because that is what this is to them, a game, and you must play your part. I am done with you. Because they are. You are but an object to be used and discarded when they are done. I'm always the bad guy. I'm in the bad books again. Notice this pattern of self-victimization in their speech when you raise an issue, no matter how small. I want this talk done an hour ago, the narcissist will say, as if it's your fault the argument has gone for that long. The reality is it could have peacefully finished in a minute, but for some reason, you were not allowing you or the conversation to be controlled. You were not giving the narcissist the supply he or she was seeking, and so naturally, this will anger the narcissist and make the narcissist shift the blame onto you. You are missing the point. From the narcissist, this is an attempt to appear to be the reasonable one. These words are used because you are precisely on point, and they are desperate to deflect and make you the problem. When a covert narcissist says, I really don't like confrontation, or I don't handle confrontation and fights well, it is because they don't like being held to account. They prefer to attack in a passive-aggressive manner with plausible deniability to make themselves be the victim, the martyr, and hero. They also often claim a bad childhood, depression, anxiety, a medical condition, or some sort of sob story, but never actually do the work to improve their situation, or whatever medical term they bandy around. It is simply used as a license to continue their poor behavior, with you, of course, bearing the brunt of it. Why should they do anything about it when they can emotionally manipulate you by guilt-tripping you instead? When you hear the words, I don't have time for this, or I'm really busy right now, it is because narcissists have no interest in doing what needs to be done. Now, what needs to be done could be hearing you, answering a question, doing a task. But they're not going to do it. Their goal is to escape accountability, whilst implying you are a nuisance who is not worthy of their attention. You owe me! This one reveals their transactional nature. Whatever decent, right, or nice thing they did it expecting something in return from you. They did it as a form of manipulation, if not in the present, then sometime in the future. There are other versions of this like, after everything I've done for you, or all I've ever done was try to make you happy. Sometimes they will even quote a figure on how much they have spent on you. Trust that the levers of guilt and obligation will always be used. They will not hesitate to shout, "You owe me!" out loud for other people to hear. So indignant and angry are they that they did not get what they felt they deserved out of that transaction. Sometimes it is time for the narcissist to play nice, pretend to be decent, sincere, and remorseful. When that happens, it usually goes like this. I'm sorry you feel that way. Sorry that you feel that way. Not that they've done anything atrocious, disgusting, or even criminal. They are sorry that you brought up their disgusting behavior and deeds in the first place. I'm sorry, but... And there's always a but there. You'll be the problem somehow. You are the problem for not being understanding, for seeking perfectionism, for having high standards or whatever nonsense the narcissist makes you want to believe, so the narcissist can escape accountability and look like the victim. "Oh shit, sauce!" stated oh so casually, repeatedly, after doing what shouldn't have been done for the 120th time. This is passive aggression at its finest. "Is something wrong? Are you alright?" You will often hear this after the narcissist has done a boundary violation, like after using your towel to dye her hair, or after she has stolen your money. "Just tell me what to do, I'll do whatever you want." After not respecting your request for several years, after downright defying, undermining, and abusing you for years, after having all the opportunity in the world to do what is right, you can trust that they will do whatever you want temporarily, and they will definitely be worse after that. "I'm truly remorseful." They will say this without batting an eyelash as they continue to do their choice act of betrayal against you. "I already said sorry. What more do you want from me? What more do you want me to do?" For the narcissist, they already said the sorry, so you should be able to shift your emotions and behavior in a way that is convenient for them, for the sake of their emotional gratification. It's a neat little package because they do apologize. They make you look like the unreasonable one and themselves as the victim. You are making them uncomfortable by the fact that you are not going along with whatever egregious behavior they have displayed. You are not buying their phony apology, and this definitely makes them feel victimized and angry. How dare you expect them to truly demonstrate decency and humanity and not be satisfied because they said the word sorry? The narcissist's words of apology and remorse are only for one thing: to get what they want in the moment, which is to get their foot on the door so they can once more suck the life force out of you. Vampires need to be invited in first, after all. The narcissist can also just drown you in an emotional avalanche of word salad, constantly interrupting you, never giving you a chance to speak. This way, it is their narrative that prevails because you literally were not able to get a word in. This behavior might startle you at first, especially from the narcissist who claims they do not like confrontations. You may ask yourself, how come this person who claims to not like confrontation is now so aggressive and is drowning me in a tidal wave of verbal, emotional, and social abuse? Well, the simple answer is because they are frauds. The words that you hear from them and the deeds that they do are only to serve their agenda at your expense. It doesn't matter if the other person's social standing, employment, finances, physical safety, or even sanity will be negatively affected. The narcissist must get their emotional gratification at your expense. And your agony, devaluation, and destruction, these are the things that gives them satisfaction and value. Narcissists are energy and spirit vampires. Once they believe they have bought or somehow procured you, it is then that they start disrespecting you, playing these disgusting, cruel, mean games with you for narcissistic supply. You are now this predator's utility, resource, and sustenance. They will copy you to appear more human. They will regularly snack on your sense of self, health, good nature, and happiness. They will also use you as a toilet for their negative emotions, so they can be relieved, comfy, and happy. Listen carefully to the words they use in specific situations. Their words and deeds reveal their horrifying beliefs and mindsets. They try to pass themselves off as humans, but these creatures will eat you alive and casually toss away your empty husk when there is no more supply. Believe yourself. Believe in yourself. Once you see them for what they are, trust your intuition and do not doubt yourself for 1 second. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Protect yourself.